Hello, get ready for a Spice Odyssey today. I'm so happy to be here today, and I'm thrilled to be sharing with you some truly fascinating insights into one of the most cherished and famous spices out there, cinnamon. So if you've caught me live today, or if you're catching the replay, please say hi in the comments. It's always great to chat with you guys, or send a message or comment below when you say hi. I really appreciate it when anybody stops in, and it's always great to connect. Going live on Facebook, it's a very busy space these days, and it helps me to get noticed a little bit more if someone says hi or comments, and then it boosts that post. So feel free to do that, it'd be great. So like I said, today we're going to be talking about a soup that we're going to make, and we're going to be using cinnamon. So if you've never met me before, my name is Merla Kruger, and I'm from Brandon, Manitoba, Canada. And here on my business page, if this is maybe your first time here, or if you haven't seen my page before, I actually like to talk about and share about some awesome organic spices and extracts and other healthy ingredients that you can use to up your game in the kitchen. I'm bringing you along in my journey because I struggle in the kitchen to get good, healthy, interesting meals, snacks, entrees on the table. And so I want to share with you how I've used some of the spices from this company and extracts, and just share with you how it's kind of helped me in the kitchen and making some of these things in easy ways, like easy recipes that are quick, easy ingredients that are easy to find as well, that when you're adding them into the recipe. So that's kind of what I'm about here. So if you're out there and you're seeing me today, hello and welcome. So the warmest of greetings to you for sure. It's a special day here today. The weather's good, so it's nice to get rid of that snow. Here in Canada we have that, so it's kind of nice to be into spring. I love it. So we're going to talk about cinnamon first, because here on Wednesdays now, what I do is I like to share just kind of how I'm going to make the dish and a little bit about the ingredients that are in it. So I don't actually make it on Wednesdays anymore. And I actually just kind of go through it, show you guys what I'm doing, how to do it, the ingredients, a little bit of the health benefits, and just kind of go through it that way. And then afterwards, I usually make it and do a micro video that actually I post on here, and it goes a lot farther on Facebook, so that you can see how it's made. And it's just kind of a fun little video that's a short clip for about, I think it's about 90 seconds. So watch for that. So let's just talk a little bit about cinnamon. So the history of cinnamon goes way back to ancient times, when cinnamon was as precious as gold. And you'll have to bear with me because I have a few notes here, because I don't want to forget what I'm saying. It was the star in the trade industry, and its sources were shrouded in mystery, because there was like kings and gods were gifted with cinnamon, and actually it kind of became a symbol of wealth and power, which I thought was an interesting read because I hadn't really realized it. So can you imagine like that same spice that spanned across centuries and continents way back when it became so famous, and had all the enchanting tales about the secrets of cinnamon when it first was discovered? That, can you imagine that we're using that same wonderful spice, sprinkling it on our oatmeal, and we're putting it in our smoothies or our lattes? So it's kind of cool to think that the explorers, and in their journeys, it was pretty exciting for them to discover cinnamon and how great it was, and now we've been enjoying it for so many long, and it has for so many years, and it has such a rich history and adventure of different tales that come with it, and in the story of cinnamon. So that's I thought that was pretty cool. So some of the health benefits of cinnamon. So cinnamon is like amazing. It's kind of like the powerhouse of one of the spices that's like, it's a blazer. It doesn't just add flavor, but you know that it's packed with antioxidants, and it has some good properties there that can aid with inflammation. And it has different constituents to it that actually do help with a few different health issues. Now, any of the things that I'm talking about, please don't quote me. It's just things that I've found, discovered, read, studies that have been done that are helpful. I usually get my information from healthline.com and WebMD about just some general things about spices that we know that they can be healthy for us. But you definitely have to check with your doctor if you're consuming in larger amounts, and make sure that it's not a spice that is going to interact with anything. So some of the other things about cinnamon, it has been known to aid in the managing of blood sugar levels. And so it's for those people that have those types of issues, it could be helpful there with the glycemic intake. And it doesn't stop there. There also are studies that say that cinnamon has been known to aid in the risk of heart disease, and also just as a support to brain health. I know a lot of people that sprinkle some of it in their coffee in the mornings. They sprinkle it on their oatmeal. But you know what? Cinnamon is just a powerful protector of our well-being, and it should be stored away in all of our pantries. So that's just a little bit of history about cinnamon with the health benefits and kind of the origin of it and how exciting it was back in the day and still is. So there's different varieties of cinnamon. So the one cinnamon that with the company that I'm with it's a cassia cinnamon, but I'm going to list some of the different ones. You can look around and choose whatever kind of cinnamon suits you best, but each of them has sort of different, I would say they have different character, just like people have different character, different spices, different blends have different characters. So there's 3 or 4 different ones here, and I'm just going to grab my notes because I don't want to forget what they all are, and some of them are hard to say. So number 1 was the Ceylon cinnamon. Now it's known to be more mild and a sweet nature to it. So let me know in the comments different cinnamons that you've tried, if you've tried any different ones. So Ceylon cinnamon is going to be that cinnamon that's kind of your go-to for those delicate dishes, like just where you want just a little bit of a whisper of warmth. You would sprinkle it on a warm bowl of oatmeal. You might use it in your smoothie throughout the day. It's got lots of aroma to it. It's perfect for like lighter pastries like apple tarts, or adding to your whipped cream. You can stir like a Ceylon cinnamon stick into your tea for sipping. So that's kind of like how you would use the Ceylon cinnamon. Then the cassia cinnamon, which is the one that I'm talking about here. It's very strong, and it's got a strong spicy flavor to it. It loves to be known in robust dishes. So think about like cinnamon rolls that fill the room with that beautiful scent, or you could use it like in a meat dish, or a hearty meal dish. Moroccan tangines. It's a warmer type Moroccan taste to it, if you can have a sense about that. Cassia cinnamon is great for beef stew. You can use a touch of it, or even sprinkle it on, like, say, roasted potatoes or roasted vegetables. It can be used in so many different ways. You can also use it in desserts, of course. Any of these cinnamons can be interchanged, but these are some ways where people have said that they're really, really good. How about a dash of cinnamon, cassia cinnamon, just to give your cookie a little bit of a lift, right? You could sprinkle it on the top of different types of cookies. So that's the cassia cinnamon. The other cinnamon, have you heard of this one? Let me know. I've never heard of it. So it's called Korintje, Korintje cinnamon. And it's known to be a smoother, slightly sweet taste to it, and it's kind of the versatile player. It can jazz up a cake. You can put it in your granola mix. It would be excellent as a barbecue rub. It would be just right for that. It wouldn't be too strong, or it would just be a happy medium type spice. Or you could use it, it would be great like sprinkled on peanut butter. So if you would like that, that would be something I would do. Then there's a Vietnamese cinnamon. Now this is one of the strongest, boldest cinnamon that's out there, and it has the highest essential oil content that screams flavor. So you want to use this one in dishes that you want a real punch to it. It goes a long way, like when you're making a pumpkin pie, that would be what way that you would definitely use this cinnamon, or with gingerbread, or homemade chai, like say for a chai drink where you'd want like a lot of flavor. It's really good in savory dishes. You could use it for a rub, say for chicken, or like a pot of chili. I had never used cinnamon in chili before, but the other day when I went to cook my chili, I threw the cinnamon in, grabbing the container, and didn't even look, and I had put cinnamon in my chili. And then of course I added the chili spice too, but I was talking to my sister-in-law when they were here for supper, and I told her, and she said, oh heck, I use cinnamon in my chili all the time, and I never really had. So I thought that was kind of neat. So anyways, that's some of the different cinnamons that are out there, and I hope that you can let me know if you've tried any of those or what you think about some of those. And I'm just going to talk now about the soup that we're going to make. You'll see my Instant Pot there. So I make my soups in the Instant Pot now, and I just find that it's super quick and easy, but you could do it on top of the stove. So I'm just going to go through the ingredients for the soup, and basically you need your extra virgin olive oil, you'll need a butternut squash, here it is, and 1 onion, you'll need that, and you'll want some minced garlic. Now you could use fresh garlic, I'm going to use some minced garlic, some spices, the cinnamon, we've got nutmeg, and these ones are organic. I'm using organic ground nutmeg, organic minced garlic, organic ground cinnamon, and organic ground pepper, and some kind of a salt. And I'm using a Himalayan salt for that. So those are the basically ingredients. Super easy, right? There's other spices you can add in to your soup. You could even add an apple to this, would really go nice with the butternut squash. So feel free to add in what you would like there. And then also you could actually add some different spices. I saw a few different recipes that had cumin, coriander. So you know what, do some research and pick whatever you want. So basically in my Instant Pot, there's a dish that sits inside, which you all know, and there's a saute setting. So I would saute my onion and my garlic first in some of the oil, olive oil, and just to soften it up a little bit. And you could actually bloom some of your spices in with that a little bit, just a little bit of the spices to bloom them, to bring the flavor, and then add in your vegetables, your squash, if you're using an apple, whatever, an onion, and just pop that all in, and 4 cups of broth. So I think the recipe calls for 4 cups of butternut squash, and then if you wanted to throw an apple in, that would be fine. And just chop up your vegetables after you've peeled and skinned your butternut squash, and then just throw it all in there with the liquid, and you just pressure cook it. There's a pressure cook setting, and you just pressure cook it for about 5 minutes. And then when the 5 minutes is up, you just vent it out, let the steam out. And then I just use my immersion blender and just blend it all together so it mushes it all up into a nice soup, creamy soup. And then you can add, if you want, a bit of cream to that, or sour cream, whatever you want to dollop on the top when you serve it, or just mix it in if you want it a little bit creamier. So that's basically it for my butternut squash soup. I'm calling it cinnamon spiced butternut squash soup. Kind of a long label, eh? But I hope that you try it. I hope that you like it. It's really yummy. I've made it before a few times. Always changed up the recipe, but I thought I'd share this one to you. It's pretty basic that you can add to. And if you're interested in any of my recipes, please comment, email below, and I will put you on my monthly email list where I actually include a lot of these recipes. Anybody that's requested one, it gets put in that month. So, and I have some other information in there too. If you are part of or if you're interested in any of the spices or extracts that are with my company, please feel free to reach out to me, because I would love to show you more about it. And I can do like a Zoom call, I can do a video call to show you what there is. If you're very interested in becoming a customer, you can order from anywhere in Canada and the USA, and it's free to become a customer. And you have your own website then that you can shop from. It's very handy. Things get shipped straight to your door, that sort of thing. So it makes it pretty easy. Unfortunately, I know here on my business page, we have a lot of different people from different countries, and the company I'm with does not service those countries, but we have Canada and US. So there is that. So, but I hope that you can glean some value from just some of the recipes and ingredients that other ingredients that I've talked about, just to give you ideas from other countries, and that's what this page is all about. So it's about helping you and helping me to do better in the kitchen. So anyways, that's about it for today. I do have health and wellness that I'm involved with, a company as well, and I sometimes share about my gut health on here. I found some products that really help me. I know there's a lot of controversy out there about gut health right now, but I just have a few basic products that I've found, and there's a lot of other products for other different health issues that are more natural approach that I really like to show people and share what I've learned about different products that are helpful to me, and I like to share with other people. And so if you're interested in anything like that, please reach out to me. So watch out for some of my reels, my stories. I kind of just more put that in there, and once in a while I'll post here and there. But yeah, it's just a little add-on that I've done to my page to bring you on in my journey. So thank you so much for joining me. I am streaming to Instagram and Facebook, and things are changing with Facebook. I'm not sure how it's going to go. Apparently things are changing with how we do our videos in the next while. I noticed today I couldn't stream to my customer group, so I'm going to have to share it into there. But anyways, if you would like to be part of my customer group, just let me know as well. So take care, and thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time on Kitchen Flavors with Merla. Bye for now. Bye now.